How's it going, everybody? Today we have another rough review for Peanut Butter Falcon. This film was written and directed by Tyler Nelson and Matthew Schwartz, and it's starring Shia LaBeouf, Dakota Johnson, and Zach Gottsagen. This movie is about two guys, one who has Down syndrome who wants to be a professional wrestler, and the other guy is on the run from his own personal demons as they go on an adventure through the South, similar to the tale of Huckleberry Finn. After watching Peanut Butter Falcon, I found that I really like this movie, and it has a very slow and steady pace to it. And it has a lot to say without saying much at all, really. This movie really plays with the idea of the difference between helping someone and then just loving them enough to let them be who they are. I also found that the relationship between Shia LaBeouf's character, Tyler, and Dakota Johnson's character, Eleanor, was very smooth and very quippy. It reminded me a lot of the relationship between Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga's character from A Star Is Born from last year. And I really loved that combination. I really loved the chemistry that they had, and it felt very natural. Like I said, very smooth. And also another relationship to really touch upon is Tyler and Zach's characters. I felt like they really had a nice chemistry as well. And it was very engrossing. It made you really feel like these guys were best buddies in real life almost. And like they just had a lot to learn from each other. It made it seem like everything they did and everything they got into was just a lot of fun and a lot you could take away from it. So another character in the movie is Duncan, played by John Hawkes. He was definitely a powerful presence in the movie, and I felt like every time he was on screen, he made you feel like something was very dark and very grueling about him. It made you feel like something was definitely about to take a turn for the worse. He's not a big, massive, hulking guy. He's not powerful like a Thanos in Avengers Infinity War or anything like that, but he's had a certain way that he acted the role and a dark presence about him that made you feel like he was definitely something to be dealt with, and you definitely don't want to mess with this guy. I felt like he had a nice negative pull towards their positive pull of the characters in the movie and how they were going on adventures and they were having fun and things like that, and they brought the movie up. This guy definitely knew how to bring the movie down with his evil, dark presence. There was also another character that pops up later on in the movie. I'm not going to say who he is. You'll definitely know what I'm talking about. He kind of pops up and he has a weird tone about him. There was a time where he was supposed to be very comedic and very funny, but then he just went very pious and very religious, and then he went back to comedic, and I wasn't really sure exactly how to take him. But eventually, this movie is a drama comedy, so I just took it as he's probably just more supposed to be comedic and just funny for the movie, basically. But one of the things I really have to emphasize on is the relationship between Tyler and Zach. Because these two guys, they definitely feel like buddies. They definitely feel like friends that have been together for a long time after a while. And at first, you don't have that. When they first meet, they definitely have a hard time trying to get to know each other, try to get along with each other. But as Tyler gets to know Zach a little bit more, I feel like he definitely finds a sense of self in life. He definitely finds a sense of balance and peace in himself. It's something that he's been trying to find, that he's running away from all his demons for. And when he meets Zach, it's definitely such a great relationship. I love seeing these two on screen. I love seeing these two talk to each other and have their adventures and go through their trials. And it's just something just very delightful to watch. There's one negative thing I will say about the movie is towards the end, when they have the climax, they do something that's very big, and I thought the idea was great. I was kind of anticipating it the whole time as you're watching the movie. You're like, okay, something's gonna happen around this, and I can kind of see where this is going. And for me personally, I like to see when movies and TV shows take it to that next step, and they make you think, they make you see the unbelievable, and it's like, whoa, I cannot believe they went there. And I really thought they were going there, but for me, I didn't feel like they went all the way there. They didn't push the idea all the way through, and I felt like it kind of hurt the movie a little bit at the end. But I mean, otherwise, other than that, this movie is great. It's very delightful. It had a great plot, good characters, good acting, good story. I definitely say go out and watch it. Go out and see this movie. I wouldn't say it's a fantastic movie necessarily, but I'd say it's definitely up in the good. It's definitely a good movie, definitely worth watching. If there is one thing that I will take from this movie, is I think that Shia LaBeouf may get an Oscar nomination at the end of this. I don't know. This is definitely one of the better performances I've seen from him in a long time. And after such a long hiatus of not acting or just not being in the mainstream world of acting right now, for him to jump back in with a role like this, I think he's trying to do something here. I think it's definitely worth talking about around the Oscar time. But that's all for today. Thank you for watching my review for Peanut Butter Falcon. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you for another rough review.